How's it going? I filmed this a couple of months ago. It was meant to be part of a longer video, but I haven't had much of a chance to play since then. And a couple of interesting things happened, so I thought maybe I could make a quick video with some commentary and put it out, rather than waiting for more footage, which who knows how long it'll be before I can really get in there again. So it looks like obviously someone's looted Santa's sleigh, and I've arrived possibly not long after, so I thought I might see if I could track them. I was thinking perhaps if I had got there first I wouldn't head out into this open area, south and east and really west. I'd probably try to slink off into the forest or up in this direction. And people tend to follow landmarks, power lines, roads, creeks, that sort of thing. If you look at this little path, we've got all three of these things all following each other pretty closely. So I can't really move over this side, and I don't want to run through the open. So let's jump on the left side of the creek here, follow it up, and I'm going to keep looking in this direction, scanning across to see if I spot anyone hiding in some bushes or in the forest here, over that side, as I'm following up on there. Now you'll see I'm crossing the creek, really getting out there. As I'm drinking out of this water bottle, I'm scanning over this side, on the other side of the creek, into the open, looking where the power lines are going, looking at the road, and that's where my attention is focused, over this side. Keep looking into the distance. That was just pure luck. Good luck for me, bad luck for them. Take a step back, scan, see if there's anyone else hunting me down. Anyone else in the area. It wasn't a very good scan. I didn't take... There we go. I didn't take as long as I should have. Maybe should have moved a bit further away and scanned a bit longer, but anyway, I pressed back in. And they were very, very unlucky. There was nothing they were really doing wrong, aside from perhaps if they were super paranoid, they could have had one person, watching the area while the other was messing around with their gear. But I've just stumbled upon them. I really wasn't doing anything special. Didn't see them until the last second because I wasn't really paying attention and thinking the way that I should be. And yeah, sucks for them. I felt pretty bad about what happened. I had no time to think. I actually put a lot of the gear that I had that I didn't really want back in their little cache, and I came back at a later time with more stuff and put more items in there, just out of guilt, really. But a few days later, I was wandering around. Where was I? Somewhere north of Starry. But I was walking through a forest somewhere. Not really feeling too nervous at all. And suddenly my screen goes black and I've died. So, karma came back and took me out not long after this. Someone's obviously seen me walking and started following, and when I was walking in a straight line somewhere, I really can't remember where it happened, walking in a straight line somewhere, and they've obviously taken the shot when they had a good line of sight on me. The other thing I wanted to say was that you'll often see people doing things at landmarks, obvious landmarks, that makes their cache easier to find. In this case, you've got these fairly mundane objects in the landscape. Roads are everywhere, power lines are everywhere, creeks. Rather than hiding them at a well-known, obvious landmark, they've picked where two boring things intersect to make it easier to find. Although people do tend to follow power lines, and they're probably going to come across it, so it's not necessarily the best method for hiding stuff that you don't want other people to find. In addition, a little update on the game I was working on. I've had to kind of restart development a couple of times. I've had a few setbacks with it. It's not easy developing a game, it's probably quite obvious, but I'll show you where we're up to at the moment. I've stripped off all the graphics just to make things easier to work on, because it's just me. I'm working on this again by myself. But I feel like I've had a better start this time. Things are progressing, although it's still at a very simple stage. This is what the map's looking like now. It's still a square. We can still have hundreds of players potentially. I've got 25 potential players who could log in and play this at the moment. This is the land owned by the logged in user, by me. And you can see the sort of the functionality I've been building so far. The details of the land, you can give it a name and describe it so that other people can see when they look at your land. I've got two units in here, one's farming, one's military. You can split units into new types, and you can merge them into larger groups. If I want to move a unit to a different land, I can click on this. I can now select the areas nearby, the neighbouring areas, and choose to move them there. This creates a new decision. All your decisions will show up here in a list, and they're all processed at the end of a turn. When all players have decided that they've ended their turn, all these it takes action on each of these decisions. So I can see that I've already made this movement decision previously. If I delete it, I can go back, add a decision, or let's say if I wanted to change the type from farming to smelting, and now I've got a update unit type decision has been created, and this will be processed at the end of the turn. That's pretty much where I'm up to now with the game. I'll add all the graphics in I think much later. It just creates so much code mess for me to worry about that I think I just need to get the basic functionality down before I worry about anything else. And yeah, that's my update for now. See you later.